When till death do us part feels like a life sentence. Welcome back to Hugs and Medleys, where we keep it real, raw, and relatable about love, marriage, and relationships. Today, we are tackling one of the hardest but most important questions in Nigerian marriages. Why do so many women stay in bad marriages? Let's be honest, every Nigerian woman knows at least one woman who is deeply unhappy in her marriage but refuses to leave. A woman who cries herself to sleep every night. A woman enduring abuse in silence. A woman who is nothing more than a glorified housemaid to a husband who doesn't appreciate her. Now, recently we saw what happened in, I don't know, Anambra State or something, where a man had the audacity to pour gasoline on the wife. And of course, the outcome is not something I want to discuss here because that's not what we are discussing. Yet, when you ask, these women why, they will tell you, I don't have a choice. But this is this really true? Is it culture? Is it fear? Is it love? Today, we are breaking the silence and discussing the real reason why Nigerian women stay in bad marriages. Okay, so let's go. Now, if you're seeing this face for the first time, my name is Dr. Anosong Bukish Emmanuel. What will people say? The fear of shame and stigma. In Nigeria, marriage is not just between two people, it's between two families, two villages, and sometimes even an entire church congregation. When a woman leaves a bad marriage, society doesn't ask, what did the man do? Instead, they ask, why couldn't she endure? A divorced woman is often seen as a failure. People gossip. She couldn't keep a home. Family members say, go back to your husband. Marriage is not easy because of this consistent pressure and judgment. Many women choose to stay even when they are suffering. Now, too, better the devil you know, fear of the unknown. Okay, there's this thing they used to say that the devil you know is better than the angel that you do not know. I don't know any, there's no devil that is better as far as I am concerned. Some women are scared of being alone. Some fear they won't find love again. Some worry about starting life from scratch. They ask themselves, where will I go? Who will help me? How will I survive? So instead of walking away, they stay in the suffering. They know rather than risk uncertain future. Okay, and that was why I started by saying fear of the unknown. You also hear a lot of women say for the sake of the children, sacrificing happiness for family. Many women believe that staying in a bad marriage is better than raising children in a broken home. They don't want their kids to grow up without a father. They worry about the emotional impact of divorce. They fear that society will label their children as from a broken home. But here is the painful truth. Children raised in toxic marriages often suffer more than those from divorced homes. They see their mothers unhappy. They grow up thinking abuse, disrespect, and neglect are normal in marriage. And sometimes they end up repeating the same cycle in their own relationships. And I wonder why a lot of women do not understand this. So, are we really helping our children by staying, or are we just, teaching them to accept suffering? We saw what happened in the case of, is it Ife Sinachi or the beautiful dark musician that passed the other time. Sinachi, sorry. And shortly after that, we saw the sister came online asking for help for the children. Now, is that where you want to leave your children? Okay. Now, another reason is financial dependence. Where will I go? And that is the same reason why in my motivational video, I talk a lot about personal development. When you develop yourself, you put yourself in a place where you can provide for yourself. What you want to do, if you cannot do anything for yourself, put yourself in a place where no matter how bad it gets, you can at least provide for yourself and your kids. Now, for so many women, living is not just an emotional decision, it's a financial one. So women have never worked or built, financial independence before. Others give up their career to take care of the family. Some depend entirely on their husbands for survival. Without a source of income, walking away feels impossible. Who will pay the bills? How will I feed my children? Where will I sleep? So they stay, not because they love their marriage, but because they don't have a plan B, okay? Now, number 5, we have religious and cultural pressure. God hates divorce, okay? In many Nigerian churches, divorce is treated as the ultimate sin. Women are told no matter what, stay and pray. Some pastors even say a praying woman can change her husband. Women feel guilty for even thinking about leaving, even when their lives are in danger. But here is the hard, question. Does God want you to suffer? Does God want you to endure abuse? Because a marriage without peace, respect, and love is not a marriage. It's a prison, okay? Number 6, all men are the same. Losing hope in love. Some women believe leaving won't change anything because all men are the same. If I leave, okay, won't I just enter another bad marriage? Maybe I should just endure this one. But the truth is not all men are the same. There are men who respect their wives. There are men who love and cherish their families. There are men who are committed to a happy, healthy marriage. Staying in a bad marriage because of fear means you are blocking yourself from the possibility of true happiness. Number 7, love. Maybe he will change. Despite everything, some women genuinely love their husbands. They remember the good times. They hold on to hope that he will change. They believe that if they just try harder, pray more, endure more, things will get better. But here is the hard truth. Love alone cannot fix a broken marriage. If he doesn't respect you now, he will never. If he doesn't appreciate you now, he will never start. If he keeps hurting you, how much longer will you wait for that change? Okay? At some point, you have to love yourself enough to walk, to make a decision. I am not here to tell you to leave your marriage. I am here to tell you to grow yourself and put yourself in a place where you will stand up independently. Because if you have been following my program, I am a woman who loves marriage. I am a married woman. I love my husband and I promote healthy marriage, okay? And one thing that can keep your marriage healthy is that you become independent, you grow yourself. So mentally, you're advanced in such a way that you don't pick and fight over every little thing. That way, it will also help your marriage. Now, I will conclude by saying marriage is not supposed to be a punishment. It is supposed to be a partnership, a place of love, peace, and mutual respect. So to every woman suffering in silence, ask yourself these questions. Am I happy? Am I safe? Do I see a future in this marriage? And most importantly, if my daughter was in my situation, will I tell her to stay? Living a bad marriage is not failure. Staying in suffering is. Your happiness matters. Your peace matters. You matter. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. What do you think? Have you seen women in bad marriages? And why do you think they stay? Okay? I love you so much. And if you think this has brought you any kind of value, kindly subscribe and let us, like I said, continue the conversation in the comment section. Thank you so much.